We can
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, we're here. We're here.
Yeah. All right, cool. Kill Boksoon.
I've seen it
Let's
broken
rewind
down
that.
like that, like kill Boksoon. Like that's how people write it. Like, but
Kill
I'm like, that's not even how it's written.
Kill Boksoon.
I haven't even seen this poster.
No,
I didn't see this actually either. Like I didn't see.
Yeah, I
it
hadn't
like
seen this. I hadn't seen it like this.
So yeah, Kill Boksoon. Okay, cool. That was this one was on Netflix. I saw this a little while ago. Went straight in the saved. You know when you're scrolling through Netflix and it plays the thing,
The trailer.
Yeah.
plays the trailer. I watched like a little bit of it. I went bum, pause, stuck that in save. I said I'm coming back for you.
I've got a lot better at saving, watch listing, and favoriting.
I told you about that a while ago.
Do you go
innit?
back to it though?
No, I do. Like, so now I'll throw I'll have like a moment, and a moment might be like a strong 40 minutes of just flicking through, trying to find something to watch. Okay. And as I'm scrolling through and there's things that I don't quite fancy, but I want to watch, I'll favorite them all. And then the next time I'll only run through all my favorites. So yeah,
Logical.
I do go back to them. And I'll use that as the search. I'll search movies, TV shows, favorites, sort of vibe. Just in case I stumble across anything new that might tickle my fancy right now.
Fair play,
If it
fair
don't,
play.
I'll go back
Can
to
I ask a
some.
question? Is it tickle or is it tiggle?
What?
When you say tickle my fancy, is it tickle my fancy or is it tiggle my fancy?
Tickle. What is tickle?
Explain.
It's tickle, same, all the
Tickle
same.
my fancy.
Tickle.
Tickle my. No.
So
Just no. Just no.
it's
a no.
Jiggle, tiggle.
No.
Oh, what's going on there? What's going on there? Makes perfect sense to me. Swap out the J with the T.
VAR for him. Are you
Jiggle
alright?
and tingle. What's
No,
going on
just
there?
no.
man?
I'm saying tickle
I don't
my
know
fancy.
what we talking about anyway. What's going on there?
Tickle my fancy.
No, just no.
Listen. Tickle my fancy. Now you lot made it. That's a pause. Now you gotta be saying it too much.
You better coin that phrase now, though. Seriously.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Tickle.
my
I be
Copyright
trying
that
to,
shit.
but haters be out here.
I'm just saying, man.
You hear me? Let me do me.
All right, man. Tickle your fancy. You do. All right, yeah. So, I, like I said, I added this to my save. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this one back. Synopsis time. I don't know if you've watched the show, Shekeila, but we read the synopsis of the movie we're gonna review before we review it.
Okay.
There is a catch.
It's a small little catch.
Only small.
Small little one.
Only small.
Tell me.
You read it in a way that we ask you to read it. So we could ask you to read it as a pirate. We could ask you to read it as as Mickey Mouse. But today we're gonna ask you to read. It's only short though. That's the thing. It's annoying sometimes.
Yeah. Let me just get the embarrassment out of the way. Let's go.
All right, cool. So how are we gonna get?
I don't know.
Because we can't do.
Yeah, we say that.
No, guys.
See, I always
Scaring
think
me
it's
now.
funny. Are you okay with accents, like other countries?
Oh, I'm terrible.
Can you do a Bayesian accent? Have we done Bayesian?
No,
Have we done Bayesian?
no.
Have we done Bayesian?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think we have.
Do it as a Bayesian.
I cannot. Montserrat and Jamaica, I cannot.
Do it. We want.
All right, well, just do it in your.
No.
fair enough.
We want it in your best Bayesian accent.
Bayesians across the world, I forgive you. It's literally
You
a
forgive
sentence.
them.
Yeah,
We forgive you. Sorry, my bad.
yeah.
It's a sentence. I don't even know. Give me an example. Come on.
Go on, Bayesian boy.
I mean, you give it.
I'm
Since
not
you want to
fucking
put it,
Bayesian.
it don't make a difference. I want to see what you think.
Say tinky boy. say time boy. I say catch the boy.
Yeah, like that. Do it like that.
Say time boy.
All right, that's enough.
He said not today. A single mother who is renowned hired killer finds it difficult to achieve a balance between her personal and work life.
You know what you sounded like? You know what?
Bayesians across the world, forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive Forgive me.
Forgive
me. I am sorry.
No, you're talking to the bank and stuff. You hear me?
I am
but
sorry.
The accent's still hard.
One sentence. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. You put it home.
Do you know, I did a little bit of research one time, and I found out, do you know why Bayesians speak like that?
Why?
Because traveling back to slavery, yeah, the people who taught Bayesians how to speak English were from Avon, Somerset, Bristol, who speak like that.
Okay.
That's why Bayesian has that accent.
Yeah.
And in Jamaica, you had Scottish, Irish, and some Welsh. That's why beer can and stuff. That's why a lot of Jamaican words sound Irish. And it's why Jamaican and Irish fuck with each other.
Like, even that they don't even know. It's like a natural kind of vibe.
It's
like,
because,
you know who I'm talking about.
You know exactly what I mean when you say Jamaicans and Irish fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Like, that's why.
It's like this connecting bond that you don't know. Yeah, it's like you just got drawn to it. It's like you don't understand why.
And it's why Jamaicans like Guinness.
Yeah, that's why they make the Guinness punch.
It's why they make.
That is a very interesting fact that I've never heard before.
That's why. So when you go to different parts of the Caribbean, where
Somerset, oh my god,
the Somerset. That's why Bayesians talk like that, because the people that went there to teach them English were from that region of England who spoke like that. So when you go to different parts of the Caribbean and they speak how they speak, it's because of where they was taught English from in the parts of England. That's why.
You learn something new every day.
Take a rest.
Take a break.
Take a rest. Come back. Knowledge yourself up.
Work life.
No, that was good. That was good.
You hit it with the work life.
Yeah.
Personal and work life.
I was all right. All right with me.
See, I'm not too bad.
All right.
Was you excited to watch this one? When you saw it, like, was you like, oh yeah, this looks good? Or was you like,
I was excited, but I was fearful that it was going to be repetitiveness across the board.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect the
what
relationship intensity.
What, between the mum and the daughter, or
just the relationship? If you see like the, what's understood doesn't need to be explained type relationships, and then you get to the end and I'm like, rah, it didn't need to end like that. It was a good ending. Mm-hmm. But like the relationships, I don't know. It's I don't know.
All right, let's stick with it. Okay, so
let's go back.
Okay, so at the start you had the bit on the bridge.
All right, wait. Break this down in layman's terms.
What's it about?
Yeah,
it's basically about a woman who is balancing her work life as an assassin and her parent life as a parent.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is.
Yeah,
and she's torn. Natalie and Brudia, torn.
Well, is she torn? She's not really torn.
Well, she is, because she kind of doesn't want to do it because she wants to be a parent.
No,
I didn't get that vibe.
I didn't get that vibe.
She literally said it.
Did she?
She literally said she literally said she wants to quit because she wants to be a parent. She literally said that.
She was struggling with parent, but she still worked all those years. She had ample opportunity to quit.
And I thought it was because the contract was up and because she flopped the last job she had.
No, she literally said.
If she did, I'm not saying she did. I didn't even, because I still didn't.
Spoiler alert!
I didn't get that vibe. I didn't get that vibe.
I feel like we're gonna start rolling into the spoiling.
No, that wasn't really a spoiler.
No, I know, but I feel like eventually this show is just gonna go into spoiling these things.
No, we can't. That's where we gotta get professional. Yeah, we gotta dance around the spoilers. She
dies in the end. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta dance around. But okay, cool.
All right, so that's basically what it is. The start of this, it took me by surprise because I thought it was going to be good. Then something happened and I was like, well, that's shit. And then something happened and I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of cool. Do you know what I'm talking about there?
I don't.
So...
And you're saying earlier on?
Right at the first scene. Like right at the first bit on the bridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know
Where
exactly
you
what
think
you're talking
something
about.
happened
and
it didn't happen.
And then you only kind of, well, no, you get it there and then,
Yeah.
but you realize this is a thing that happens
It happens, and it happens
Yeah,
throughout
yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
That was a good technique, though.
It
Yeah,
was
it
sick.
was.
A
It
very,
was.
very
It
good
was.
technique.
And later on, it gets dope.
Well, the
Like,
last scene with it was kind of sick.
dope.
Yeah,
Like that was, but I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about the last
Yeah,
scene yet. But
cool.
we get there. But yeah. So when the first scene happened and it finished, I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm in this now. I'm ready to see what we're dealing with. And what I really liked about this movie is that they explained so much in very quick time. When they was all around the seat, when they was all around the chair, not the MK.
meeting.
Oh, when the friends,
The,
it's a
the,
group
the,
of
the
friends.
outsiders,
Yeah,
the group
yeah,
of
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
But it went to the MK, the unemployed.
Yeah.
And they went to it explained the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like it explained the whole
Pretty
movie
much.
within
Yeah,
about like
okay.
15
Yeah, I get what you're
minutes,
saying with
if
that.
Like it explained
Yeah.
the whole thing. So from that I was like, okay, I fully understand what we're doing here. Like I fully understand who you are.
Yeah.
I understand why you're pissed.
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
who you
Yeah.
are and why
Yeah.
you're a bad girl. I get it. I understand everything.
you're
Do you know
right,
what I mean?
you're right.
And now we can just go along with the movie and
See where
really
we
and
end
truly,
up.
there's not like I haven't got which is sometimes it's okay. Like when you're like, oh, you got questions answered, but I didn't really have no questions at that point. Like I understood everything. I was like, right, okay, what's the movie about now? Like where's the story
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Because everything's been explained. Like
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Do you know what I'm getting? So I really like that. The action in this, it was kind of meaty. Like it was meaty. Like the reason I say it was
agree a little
meaty
bit.
is because you had some here and you had some here. So I'm gonna say it's
It
meaty.
wasn't consistent.
Yeah, like it was inconsistent.
I feel like there was more hair. Like I'm not gonna say they were all hair, but there was more above average for me. For the action scenes, you see that scene where they're on either side of the wall
That
and
was
the
dope.
camera's panning.
That was dope.
That was sick.
That was dope.
That was
The
sick.
cinema was very
That
good.
was
the
sick.
Let's not
cinematography
give
was
credit-
the
credit
cinematography
to-
was great.
Yo,
in
the
this.
way they play certain cameras and they caught the angle
worth a
sick.
watch.
So because I feel like the action scenes were pretty much like top three of the film. Like in terms of if I had to categorize the film in what was some of the best points about the film,
Oh,
the
okay.
action scene
Okay.
was top three. Because I know you're thinking, I'm thinking this is
Top
the top
three-
three action
top three,
film
yeah,
I've
I
ever
was
seen.
about to
say,
no,
We
even
literally
I-
went, I didn't hear none of that shit.
no, I'm saying within the film, if I
Have
had
you
to
seen
pick out key
RRR?
points.
Have you seen Triple R?
No.
We're gonna send you away with a list of films.
Guys, I'll be back.
Yeah.
These lot, other friends said, Lewis, watch this movie. They sent me a clip to watch. Is it the one where they're swinging off?
Yeah,
the bridge?
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that.
Bro, I'm telling. Look,
It's
afterwards,
ignorant people
I
like
know,
that.
I know why there ain't gonna be no growth in the scene
Well, you think man's been doing this since November 2020? You know?
for no reason.
For no
like-
reason. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, okay.
But yeah,
Kill
so,
Boksoon.
So yeah, I just feel like if I had to pick 3 marks out of the film, like drama, emotion, blah blah blah, action would definitely be top 3 because I really enjoyed the action.
it's an action drama.
Well,
isn't it?
yeah.
Surely.
All right, so maybe I should pick a better point because I feel like I just really like the action. I don't feel like it was meaty.
I feel like the first fight was meaty.
Yes.
First fight was meaty.
You have to agree with
Yeah,
that
it
one.
was-
Come
it
on,
was
The
the
first
meaty.
fight was
The
because
rest of them were elevated. I agree with you in that sense. But the first one was like, I was like,
I was like,
what was that?
It was a cool little opener. Cool.
Cool.
It was cool. Cool. Yeah, cool. It was a cool little opener. I wouldn't have called it meaty.
It was
Meaty makes it
meaty.
sound like it was
when I'm
kind of
looking
dead
at
out.
when
and
I'm
it
looking
wasn't-
at action, I'm just like that was.
But
meaty.
it was
I
an
expecting
opener. It was an
something.
opener. It
as
was
well,
literally
like,
an
if you're
opener.
new to the genre, you need something a bit more stronger than what that was in order for you to commit to the rest of the film.
Yeah, I don't think. Like
'Cause
I
I
think you watch
definitely-
that and you think that's kind of cheap. Like that weren't nothing special.
Okay, cool.
So, but don't get me wrong. Like the fights get better, and there is like a couple dope ones. Like there is a couple dope ones.
Sick ones. What was your first impressions of the film?
I was like, oh, this is nice. At first, well, getting past the first scene. So I watched the first scene in Korean. Then
Did you watch it in 2 parts? Like watch it one day, other.
Yeah, so it wasn't straight through. I started one part, maybe the first 30 minutes in Korean, then rewinded it, went back to the beginning, dubbed it.
Sound like you did it yourself.
Dubbed it!
Unfucking
And then watched it again. And then
Just so they know, though, tell them why you watched it in dubbed.
Because of the concentration. Like, you have to really take it in
Saying that, man.
to get every detail. And I think that's the other thing. Like, because you have to watch these things twice in order to get all the little nooks and crannies.
Sometimes you just want to see what's going
I
on
just need
without
to
having
hear
to
it. I just need to hear
do
you say,
everything.
okay,
Yeah, me.
you know, you're in trouble.
I don't know. I don't know if I like what you did there over there, media, but yeah.
I'm the same. Like some people say, nah, certain things you need to watch.
No, you do. But
Oh, sorry. Certain things you need to watch subbed.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Everything you need to watch subbed.
You don't.
Yeah.
Because the reason why,
You watch-
what's
Well,
that?
that ain't even done.
Nothing. There's nothing you could say that I've watched dubbed.
Alright.
Like, so whatever you was about to say, leave it alone.
No,
Getting
but what I
techie,
was about to say
guys.
don't even come down.
Oh,
so
okay,
it don't
cool.
matter.
Okay. But the reason why I watch subbed only is because dubbed is shit. Like, don't
You
get
have
me
to
wrong.
watch subbed,
Don't
yeah,
get me
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, I've actually heard decent dub. Yeah,
But for the
never
most
in a
part,
film.
it's whack.
Never in a film. Only in anime. Yeah, and very, very, very limited anime. Yeah, like I can probably think of 3 where I thought the dubbed was.
But the realness is, yeah, if you started off on subs and that's kind of been your main go-to, but you started off on dubs and that's been your main go-to, you're not really going to notice how shit dubs are.
But I
'Cause
don't
you've
even
been-
know.
you've
I
been
don't
watching
even,
dubs.
I don't even know how you can enjoy
Like,
dub.
because I'd be real, the 2 films that introduced me to subs was City of Gods and Apocalypto. Like, other than that, I wasn't really fucking with subs.
Apocalypto is a fucking
amazing.
brilliant. Have you seen Apocalypto?
No.
Yo.
Wait, just to ask, is that the thing that Mel Gibson?
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, amazing film.
Where she gives birth in the
Bro, amazing.
Apocalypto.
Okay.
Amazing film.
Apocalypto.
But that's my introduction to sub.
Apocalypto.
Here we go.
No, it's
We
an
need to
amazing
start
film.
a section. Do you know
It's
what?
an
We need
amazing
to
film.
just start a section of just dope movies.
Soon, when we start our YouTube membership and people, don't worry,
Say
new
monetization.
thing.
Now,
Yeah,
you get me? We're gonna think- we have to start paying for this.
yeah,
you
we're
get me?
gonna come true.
The real
Apocalypto. Oh
content.
my days, bruv.
Nah, it's probably. I don't even want to say.
Apocalypto.
I don't want to jump out there on the hill, but it's up there. It's
Apocalypto.
up there.
Okay, guys.
But that's my
Taking
introduction to
notes.
subs. So other than that, it's like I'm only really used to dub. So it's only because I watch things like anime that I know how whack that dubbed is. But I say
But
if you
dubs
start
as
off
well,
with dub,
also, like, you've got to pay attention. Well, if you're looking at the screen like constantly, then you're gonna kill me. I don't watch everything in dubbed. Let's be real, yeah. Subbed, yes, but not everything.
It's
like,
needed.
I watch Italian
It takes
films.
out the soul.
Cinema Paradiso is my favorite Italian
oh
film.
well,
Italian.
you out here like that? Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you say?
Cinema Paradiso.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
It's
Yeah,
a
man,
very
dubbed
good,
up.
like,
I thought it was. Have you heard of Romanase Criminale?
How did you hear that? Yes. First of all,
Romanase, what?
Romanase Criminale.
I heard you the first time.
You heard what you wanted to hear. First and foremost. Yeah, it's like man, it's used all different letters. You hear me? She started with CH, you over here with RO. It's like, what's going on here? But go on.
But it's the passion that comes with watching
Yeah,
it.
no, but that's what we're saying.
and in
Like
original
the dub
language.
takes out the soul.
Yeah.
It
So
does
what
take out the soul.
what are you watching the movie for?
Because
I mean, I don't need to feel
you
the
have
just
to
watching
have
words. You're just listening
a
to
set
words.
amount
Just
of
hearing
energy.
words.
I'm not even
Hey Zeus,
No.
go through the door.
No.
I'm not even really listening into
just
the
no.
words. The words
Yeah, but
is
that's
kinda-
how you watch movies. That's how you watch
by
movies.
listening to the words.
No, you watch movies like in the background. I'm a man.
No,
that,
I don't.
Yeah, you do. You
No,
must
I don't.
You
He's sending
Wait,
shots, guys.
If you're not watching
get your
a
shit off.
movie, if you're not watching a movie, if you're watching a foreign movie in dubbed, you're doing that because you want to do other stuff.
No,
Okay,
it's
no,
not
no,
bec-
no, no,
100%
don't lie.
you are.
Let's
No,
be
it-
real.
no,
Let's
it's
be
not.
real.
Why
It's-
would you not?
So you
then?
telling me you sit
Can
down
I
and
get my shit
concentrate
off?
for 2.5
Can I
hours
get my shit
in-
off? I told you when I come in, I actually watched this in dubbed because I had time. You get me?
Sub.
I'm trying to say for the most part,
Subbed.
watching subtitled. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it in sub. Watching subtitled take. What am I saying now? Fucking
Look at
hell.
you, man. You lie. Say it.
Fucking
No.
So wait, no, it's because you're throwing units through now.
Where's your temple
He put
product?
something there, now it's confusing.
Hold on. So I watch most of
Where's
this
your
in sub.
toner?
So what I'm trying to say is when you don't watch it dubbed, yeah, it does take away a lot of your attention, and you can't do. I find like I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
you're trying to do
I
other
can't.
stuff?
Well, no, life is happening. What's going on here?
You're supposed to be
You might
watching
get
the
a phone call.
movie.
You might get a
watching the
message.
movie.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Pause it.
What?
Pause the
what?
movie if you get a phone call. You're watching the movie.
I don't talk
This
on the
is
phone
the
and watch movies and say that's wild. I don't do that. Let's respect me. We've got a whole review show. Like what we doing here? I do not talk.
Shekeila seems
I do not
to.
talk
What
on
you
the
doing? What
phone.
you doing,
You
Shekeila?
cannot
No,
watch
no,
films
no.
and talk
I
on
will
the
pause
phone.
it. I will pause it.
Yeah,
Pause it.
but there's certain times
You might what?
I might get a message. I might need to send an email. I might be
So
eating.
you're doing stuff.
Like,
You're not paying
no,
attention.
life is going on.
What? So
This
you're
is
saying we
life.
can't eat while watching the film?
What you do? What do you eat? What do you do this? When you don't look at the movie and eat.
So wait.
Nah, no, bro.
But you can't really eat.
No,
Just
I
can't
can't look at my food.
You can't
Concentrate
read.
on the action and what's
You
going
can't
on.
have a baby.
Read.
You can't have a baby.
No,
That's why
just
you need
no.
a rest, bro. You're
Just
doing
no.
too much.
What
You're
you
doing
doing?
too much.
He really is. Stop that.
You're
Dad,
doing
stop
too
that.
much.
Dad,
You
stop
can't do
that.
this. Man,
Dad,
got 5
stop
things
that.
at one
You gotta have a
time.
Dad,
Rest
stop
up.
that.
Rest up. You're doing too much.
Innit?
You can't read and eat.
So what you glued to the TV like?
That's what it comes like,
Nothing.
innit?
I'm
And
watching
you know what?
the
He's such
movie.
a liar as well. Because he's such a liar.
The movie's on. What
The
are we
exact same
doing?
reason why he wants a rest is because he be doing too much. But all of a sudden, you take 2-3 hours to watch a film and don't do nothing else.
No.
You're a liar.
You're a
You're
lying
a dirty
man.
What am I
liar.
doing?
You're a dirty life.
children
Like,
as well.
exactly.
Exactly.
So for 3
Make it
hours,
make
nothing's
sense.
going on.
Make it make
Nothing's
sense.
going on.
I watched this movie today, yeah, while my kids was at school.
And for 2 hours and 10 minutes, you,
You
ain't
didn't
have
do
fuck
anything.
all
You
to
didn't
do.
move. Because I also watched the rest of it today.
I told
Yeah,
you.
tell
I-
me shit.
Yes,
Tell
I
them.
did. I did.
I didn't hear.
I was at the start, I was doing emails and looking up and this, that, and I couldn't catch what's going on. So instead of turning it on to dub, like you pussies, yeah, I stopped what I was doing. Yeah, I shut my laptop.
Did you end up sending that email?
Huh?
You end up sending the email?
No.
I know.
That's right.
No business is lacking. No business is lacking.
And if we swing back to the start of the show, I told you them things there ain't important. Them things there ain't important. The email will get sent.
Listen, my PA is gonna mess me up when she sees this. She's like, "You ignored my message because you was watching Korean films."
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean-
that you didn't get back to me because you were watching Korean films.
You're watching subbed. You have to.
Sometimes,
Sometimes you have to.
You have to lock off. You have to shut down.
yeah, but who really has time to look off for the amount of time
It's a lot.
that
It's a
films
lot.
come
It's
off?
a lot. It's a lot.
Completely, no one.
So
Because
when
by
you
the
go,
time, it'll take you
and let me ask you a question. When you go cinema, what do you do?
That's the time dedicated to that, though. Let's
Whoa,
be real.
whoa. So you ain't dedicated the
No,
time.
watching film at home and watching film in the cinema is very different.
Yeah, it's a different
because the screen's bigger. Yeah,
no,
sure.
because
Yeah, but
if
it's
you're
the
doing a
environment.
cinema, it's more of an occasion. You're going to do something.
You're-
That is
you're
what
making
you're
an
spent.
active
That is where
choice.
life has
But this
taken
is why
you.
I say
You
we
are-
watch films differently.
Yeah, but we watch two.
when I'm watching a movie, I'm in it. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching a movie.
Every
I'm in
single
it.
time.
Every
No, but-
single
no,
time,
but-
regardless if it's in English or subbed or whatever. I'm watching the movie. You
I-
see my
I don't-
message?
I don't
I
take that
can't
because-
stand. I can't stand when I'm watching a movie with her, and in my peripheral, I see this.
No, but you know what? You know what? No, you can't do that. Because you go on your phone when you watch movies. You've come on here and said that before. Oh, that movie had me on my phone. Or I was on my phone and then I was like, oh shit, the movie caught me. So don't do that, bro. You go on your phone as well. Life be continuing. You're
Why
not
so
going to
serious?
sit here and fucking lie, bro. Fucking
I don't
liar.
know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying I don't know what you're talking about.
He threw away the temperature product for real.
No.
I want to see you find proof.
Episode 86.
I want to see you find proof. You liar.
Oh, man.
All right, cool.
Let's get back to it. Let's get back
All
to it.
right, cool. Anyway, look. So let's skip to the end.
Yeah, so what did you think of the film?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't as action packed and violent and this that as I wanted it to be.
Oh, okay.
But it was enough for me to be like, this is good. What I think saved it was the antagonist, which was the head of the agency that they was there.
The director or
Not the woman,
chairman.
the man. I thought he was dope. I thought he was a wicked character.
was.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
he was
agree.
a wicked character. And I thought the last fight was fucking sick.
it was mad.
The last
was
fight was
mad.
sick. And when we talk about the bit I was talking about at
Yeah,
the beginning,
yeah.
that bit was dope.
Like if you don't understand it yet, you'll
Yeah,
understand it.
That bit
then?
was
Yeah.
sick, bruv. Like it took it to like times 50. And I was just like, this is fucking amazing. Like, and then when the final fight happened and then the ending happened, I was like, yeah, like that was. What else? What else would you have expected? You know what I mean? But what I didn't like was the ending.
I nearly gave up. I nearly
Before that.
ended. You know the ending where it gets to like, you know, it does the little Korean on the screen and then it
Oh,
goes
with
to the.
Yeah.
I would nearly.
Oh yeah,
Exit.
you know what? It's so random because I almost did that, but I thought there's too much film left.
Yeah, there's
too much-
8 minutes left
is
at
it?
that
Okay.
point, and then I was like, raw. Okay, it's one of those ones where you got to watch after the subtitles.
Yeah.
The last piece was so unnecessary.
I didn't like it, but was it hinting at?
There's
At
gonna
number
be a
2.
second
Yeah.
one.
That's what
Which
I feel
think-
like it was.
I actually think I read something that said it was in production. Or
Is
like,
it?
Yeah.
Foolishness.
All right. I'll let you go next. What did you think of the film?
Good film. I'm a person, I like to find relatableness between the title and the film. Maybe because I watched it dubbed, but I didn't see like Kill Boksoon
No, because they was trying to kill her.
Well, no.
one time.
Well,
Yeah. It.
One time. Like, it wasn't a continuous thing.
I assumed. No, do you know what? I will back you up there because I assumed, Kill Boksoon was her name, but they kept saying Gil.
Her name was
yeah.
Gil. Well,
But I assumed, Gil and Kill was some sort of.
play
Is
on
there a
words.
translation?
Was it not?
Should we check
Yeah, I
that?
thought it was.
I thought it was
I
like
thought
an
her name was
interchangeable.
Gil, and it was just a cool play on words that it was called Kill.
That's what I thought, but I think it's like Kill Bill.
Well,
When you put it like that, maybe.
yeah, because something we haven't touched on.
Because during the end, Kill Boksoon makes sense. When it gets to the part, like it starts making sense.
Well, yeah, because I feel like. Well, I felt like, and I noticed.
But you
this,
gotta wait 2
it was
hours
like
for that.
It was like an hour and 20 minutes in where that made sense.
Yeah. It was, but when you get to there, then it starts.
Then
making
it's like,
sense.
okay, cool. This is what.
The real.
I enjoyed this. I thought the action was dope. It is a Kill Bill and John Wick experience.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fast-paced action scenes. I like the storyline, but I also didn't like the storyline. I thought
What
the
did you
storyline
not like about it?
because I thought it was cool, but then I thought because it took, like we just said, it took like an hour and a half for it to be essentially what the film was about.
Yeah,
I
true.
thought before then it was cool, but I couldn't sink my teeth in. Like, there was nothing to sink my teeth in yet. I was like you said, you see when it was around, man on his phone there, man ain't paying attention to me, though. You know, like, man ain't paying attention to me. You see what I'm saying?
There's
though?
no film.
But like,
There's no
like,
film.
oh,
There's no film.
So,
I've already
man paid more
watched the
attention
film.
to the film than
I've watched
he's
it.
like, what's going on
I've
there?
watched it.
What's going on there? You ain't heard me talk before, though.
No.
What's going on there?
I should tell you something. I don't really want it. I don't really want to.
There was, like you said though, when it was around the table, you kind of got a gist of what the concept was about.
Yeah.
It was like cool, but I felt like even from there still wasn't nothing to really sink my teeth into. Something else I liked. Something else I thought was actually meaty was the transition scenes between. Well, the transition scenes. I felt like sometimes they would they went back in time a lot and then they would come back forward. So they would show you some clips that happened before and then some clips that happened after, and I felt like not all of them were
Relevant.
they weren't all great. They weren't. I just felt the way they kept swapping
It was
scenes
just added
wasn't
extra padding-
and it kind
padding,
of got a
not-
bit confusing sometimes. But at the same time, there were some of those scenes that looked really crisp, like when the train would go by and they'll just swap
That
and then
was
they'll end up in the
Yeah.
like
That
some
was
of the
good.
transition scenes were sick,
good.
but some of them got a bit confusing, and I felt like, and that's why I felt like until like about an hour and 20 minutes in, that's where I was able to sink my teeth into the storyline a bit more. So that's why I liked the storyline, but I didn't like the storyline.
Yeah.
I thought this was a cool film. I thought the action scenes were sick, which is why I find it a bit mad that you said it was meaty, because to be honest, that's what done it for me for this film. I have a problem certain times, when I watch relationships between like mothers and daughters, and the daughters treat the mum like shit, and I'm like, am I supposed to look at this in any how other than your shit parent in general? And that's kind of what I
Doesn't
got
mean
from that. So I say that to say, like, I got what they were trying to do with the mother and daughter. I just didn't really feel. I didn't feel the emotion. I didn't feel the chemistry. Even as we got towards the end, I didn't really
Say
feel for the
something
main
wild?
character.
I also think like if that wasn't part of the film, I still would have enjoyed the film. take out the mother and daughter thing. The film as what it was outside of the daughter, because the daughter was
and
a small
hence why
part.
when you said what you said, I was like, but I didn't feel that. I didn't feel like she really, and I think it was supposed to come across like that, like the daughter and mother relationship was a bit awkward, but I still feel like the chemistry and the emotion side that they wanted to come through didn't really come through for me. So I felt like, yeah, that could have been like, it could have just been a theme that she's got a daughter, she goes to school, boom, boom, boom. But it's like what they were trying to portray with that, like, oh, I'm trying to leave this side of life to be more of a mother. But it's like, when you're doing that mother, it's like, it's not really mother, is it?
It's also the fact that, like, you know, she would talk about going to the stage, like, everything, you know, it's a show.
Yeah.
That was even mad in itself. Like, that alone could be its own concept.
Yeah.
The mother and daughter thing became really irrelevant once I really clocked onto what a show meant, a performance and stuff like
That's
that.
what I felt like.
And it's just like, oh, okay, cool.
And then I also
even from the title, you don't get that. It's if you don't read the synopsis, you wouldn't know.
And I thought it was quite interesting that they veered away from the fact that it seemed, I don't want to give away too much of the film, but what she thought the daughter would feel about her wasn't really, and you kind of got that in the beginning. Did that make sense?
No.
All right, so she felt the daughter would feel a certain way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't, you hear me? So it's like, but I feel like they veered away from that for the most part.
The mum and daughter thing was just weird.
It
was pointless, really.
Yeah.
At the end, it became. At the end, it kind of made sense.
If they're
but
going
it
to
was
do
still,
a two,
which they
of the way it
probably
ended,
must do because they must do the way it ended. Like so, but it just seemed pointless after a while. So yeah, I think the mum and daughter thing was kind of just dumb. They could have just had her as who she was, and then the whole story would have stayed the same. So could have even used the other woman as like the other assassin as kind of like a mother-daughter thing.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would have been more fruitful.
Yeah, that would have made
Yeah.
more sense because maybe she couldn't have kids or something like that. I don't know.
It was a bit too long as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I fell
It didn't need to
asleep.
be-
I fell asleep.
But it was
What's going on there?
But I messaged back my mum and I'm the bad guy. What's going on there?
I fell asleep. I had to rewind it. And I fell asleep. It was like an hour. Do you know what? I tell you exactly. There was an hour and 18 left.
Oh, you fell asleep early.
Yeah, I fell asleep early.
You didn't even get an hour in.
I must have been tired.
No.
All that rest. Man went big 2 days rest, you know. Man come back still napping.
And you watched it recently.
To be fair, nothing really happens until like an hour and 20 into the movie anyway.
What's going on there, bro?
Violation.
I just feel
really
like what
You
we
must
were
sit
saying
down
ring
for
tunes.
however long
I just
and
feel like what we
concentrate
were
and
saying
sit
ring
watching
tunes.
one
You
sitting.
hear me? I bet if you were watching it dubbed though, you would have been awake.
No, but
Amen,
I wouldn't have-
amen.
I
Because
would've
you
been
were doing
watching
too much.
I would have been
You were
watching
doing
it.
too
I would have been
much,
watching
bro.
it thinking, hi, my name Boksoon. Hey, Boksoon.
Not to be fair, I didn't find the dubbed like. I've heard a lot worse dubbed. A lot worse
wasn't that
dubbed.
bad.
This wasn't really. This really wasn't that
I
bad.
wouldn't know.
You would, because you watched the first.
Maybe you should
You
have
see
stuck
what I'm
about.
saying?
Well, I didn't
Hey,
watch any of it in dubbed. What are you talking
You
about?
said you start. Whoa,
No, I
what did
didn't.
you say? You said you started and then went back. You said you started and dubbed.
No,
and
that was
Me.
Shekeila.
No, you said you started half an hour and dubbed, and then you shut down the laptop
That
and
was
said, "I
Sheke-
can't do this," and I'm watching and I pulled it back.
I said I was watching it in subbed, and I was on my laptop and I was looking up and this that, and then I couldn't do it, so then I shut my laptop. Bad man don't watch dub.
In it.
And then subsequently fell asleep.
What's going on here?
Yeah, what's that got to do with watching?
That you
dub
weren't
and
really
subbed?
paying attention, and
I
if you
was.
were watching it in dubbed, you would have, you get me, been able to do what you needed to do and still watch the film.
Exactly.
But you
And I
never
wouldn't have, and I probably
falling
would have had a
asleep.
completely different thing of it because there would have been no soul.
Wow.
Nah, that ain't true.
There would have been no soul.
Nah, bro.
I would
It
have
had-
been
it
watching
had- it had a little
I
soul.
wouldn't
It
have
had
been
no
emotions.
emotions.
It had some soul.
They didn't have no
How
soul.
you gonna tell me?
They
It had
didn't have
some
no
soul,
soul.
bro.
They didn't have no
It
soul.
had some soul.
Right, after this thing, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check the action scene, and I'm gonna read and I'm gonna
The
watch it.
antagonist, her voiceover was very, very good. Like, it really still gave the character, because I actually went and watched one of the scenes back.
And it was the same.
It felt the same.
They're all the same.
Bollocks.
How you gonna tell her how she felt?
Bollocks.
It felt
That's
the
how about
same.
that.
How you gonna tell her how she
But
felt?
we're gonna
Innit?
find out after. Innit? All right, look. Let's get to it. Is this a watch it or is this a not? What?
Depends on what you're
Really?
looking for.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
We just
Yeah.
had a whole discussion. Come on. you
Really?
be real.
I
You're
know.
thinking-
No, but that's what I'm saying. I have to be real. Because you get me, as we get into this, as we go past 100, I realize I'm gonna start getting a bit more strict. I'm gonna start using these watch it or not. Like, not necessarily I'm advising you to watch it or not. It's whether I think it's shit or not, or it's whether I think it was cool or not. And I'm weighing it against the films that we've done before. But honestly, I'm gonna say this is a watch it. I enjoyed it. It was cool. It was cool. It was a cool film. Not a great film, but it was a cool film. I think the action scenes were sick. I was here for the action. So it's a watch it for me.
Shekeila, is this a watch it or not?
Watch it, but scrap the synopsis. So watch it without the
Okay,
synopsis.
cool. Yeah, without the synopsis.
And then good. You're
Okay,
good.
cool. Yeah, for me, this is a watch it. It's not even. Don't even think it's debatable. I thought it was really good. Definitely worth a watch. Is it the best Korean thing I've seen? No. But is it worth watching?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.